welcome back to another episode of the Intellectual Airheads Podcast, starring me, Kelly McKee, and my best friend ever, Amanda Katz.
Hey, everyone. Oh my God, I'm back. I'm me. We're here.
I know.
Again. I'm not green.
And Frank is also still here. And so if you see the curtains moving around as they are right now, it's not a oogly, spooky, oogly, woogly,
Kinda.
spooky ghost, because we're putting that in the past till next year. It's Frank.
It's Frank.
The other day, because Amanda, spooky season is her thing. And I think I said to you, Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
And you said Happy Thanksgiving, and I said Happy Franksgiving.
Well, yeah.
Which you didn't respond to.
Did I not?
You didn't respond to the Franksgiving.
I think I was driving. And I don't text and drive. Yeah, as you were saying, Halloween is my favorite holiday. I loved this year how it was 2 weekends in a row because it was just like there was so much dressing up and there was so much fun. By yesterday, I was so done. Like, I know sometimes I talk about on here that I like partying and stuff like
party
that.
Girl.
But I don't actually party that much, even though sometimes they make it seem that way. And I have been because I'm like, it's Halloween, it's my holiday, I'm going out. Like, that's the thing to do. It's not like Christmas where you're like, oh, let me hang out with family. It's like, no, Halloween, you go party. And so I did the damn thing. I literally started on Tuesday, I think, of the previous week. I went out with my coworkers
as vampires, and then I copied you.
Yeah, and that was like, I don't know, that was really cute and fun. But that started it off, and then it just didn't stop. And yesterday, I was so just dead.
She's done.
I'm still recovering because yesterday was terrible.
So you were a vampire?
I was a vampire, and then what did I do next? Oh, I was a vampire again. Oops, alpha repeater. I didn't wear the same outfit, but I was a vampire again. It was supposed to be like a haunted prom theme, and I had a long black dress on.
I love that.
And then I put the blood on, and I was like, I'm kind of just a vampire and less prom because it was just a black dress.
Yeah, but still.
So it was kind of haunted prom vampire.
I love that
thing. And then it was Alphaba. Oh my God, you guys saw. That was crazy. It was so much fun. And then by the end of the night, me and Kelly were sitting here till what? It was probably an 8-hour process.
It was a long day.
And I was green the whole time.
She's green. She's sitting, and she's at my house. It's not like she's at her house.
No.
Where she has all her things. And I mean, I should have offered, baby, that you could have showered, but I think you just wanted to at your house.
I was just once I get this off and done, I want to get in my bed.
Yeah.
I wanted it to be done. I didn't want to go and shower, and
it was keeping you in the mode.
And we were still trying to get content towards the end. That one video we got of me doing I'm a bad bitch. It was all off of my chest and around my mouth. There was no more. Yeah. It was ugly towards the end.
It was great.
But it was so great. And then at work, I was a biker chick on actual Halloween because I just have this leather jacket that I love, and so I bring it out whenever I can.
Whenever she can.
And because of my the person I know with a motorcycle lives in Florida, my dad, so I don't get to wear it ever. And then I was a party animal at work the next day. We had a silent disco at work, which honestly was so much fun. Have you ever
so mad I didn't go.
done a silent disco?
No.
Oh my God, I think you would love it. It was really, really fun. We took out all the tables in the restaurant. They put strobe lights and a bunch of different decorations.
Oh, wow.
There was so a silent disco, they have channels where you can change to different songs.
Yeah, that's what I didn't know.
So everyone's can listen to 3 different things. So we had 3 different DJ booths set up of them DJing the thing. One of the DJs was a request line, and so beautiful. You can request songs, and it was just so fun. It's you can take them off and put them on and kind of do your own thing. I don't know. It was really, really, really fun.
Oh my God, I love that.
And
I wish I went.
Yeah, and then yesterday I had to work, and like I said yesterday, I was very tired over it. Had to work. It was a Saturday. Had to close. We're open an hour later. Was just ready for the night to be over, right when it started. Let me know how we close at 10. 5 separate parties came in at 9:45. 9:45.
Oh no.
Being we just want to get a round of drinks. These people were all already drunk.
Yeah, so that's so
And
rough.
it was so I was like, you've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Last night, like I said, we just closed at 10. I had to go up to a table at 11:30, an hour and a half after we closed. Hey guys, I am so happy you're having fun, but like we've closed an hour and a half ago. Like I'm gonna need you guys to take the party elsewhere. And I don't like being confrontational. I don't like doing that. God. It was an hour and a half. I was literally vacuuming around these people, and they
trying to give the cues, but they're so
weren't getting. Yeah, they weren't getting the point. They ordered 2 bottles of wine like at 9:52, and I was like, okay.
Oh my God.
But they tipped me well, and so whatever, I guess it's fine. Not really an hour and a half well, but like it was fine, but it just sucked. And so today I'm still recovering a little bit, but I feel a lot better. Needless to say, I'm just, as much as I love Halloween, I'm happy it's over.
Yeah, which is crazy. Like it's crazy to hear Amanda say that, but I agree. I don't know. Like I love the seasons and I love fall so much that it's kind of making me a little sad that like we're getting through the big landmarks of fall.
Well, you're so funny how you immediately said Merry Christmas. Taylor and Liam like watched a Christmas movie on like November 1st. And I'm like,
gosh, that's too much for me. I need a little bit of a break.
Like Thanksgiving is my second favorite holiday.
So I felt like just in the spirit of November being now, it was making me reflect on my gratitude. That is why I do love November and Thanksgiving, despite the very problematic historical context of Thanksgiving. Moment of silence. Despite that, I love it because I love taking a moment to think of everything you're grateful for and everything you're thankful for and saying it.
Yes.
And like saying to people, I'm fucking thankful for you.
Yeah.
I'm thankful for you. And I try to practice gratitude all the time or else I will be so not okay. It would be so not okay. And where the fuck was I going with this? Oh yeah, it was just really making me think about this podcast in general. Cause like Amanda said, we persevered and we were so resilient the day we recorded the Halloween episode because it's just crazy, especially as someone with like ADHD and the classic thing of like, you get excited about hobbies and then you never finish them or like you get so excited about something. And like the fact that like the podcast is something that I have not even, I mean, we've been doing it for like not even 6 months.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I'm nowhere close to like being over with this.
Yeah.
And to see that YouTube video and like everything we did to do that. Cause we are all doing this by ourselves. Neither of us come from a place of money. Right now, I'm not even working. Like this is low budget AF. And we're slaying the low budget podcast game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so I just needed to say that because I just feel really proud of ourselves and I'm so grateful for you.
Aww.
Hold my hand.
Yeah.
You're the best friend ever.
Yeah.
And I couldn't do it with anybody else. I couldn't.
Yeah. We really had to help each other out that day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was rough, but it's okay. We were happy with what we put out, and we're gonna keep doing it.
Happy.
And we're learning from our mistakes.
Yes.
We really did. Like there was like a bunch of random shit that happened as anything with technology. I feel like this always happens where like everything goes wrong that can go wrong. And you have to go through like so many different steps to be able to like reach the final product. But now we learned and we know the things and like hopefully today it'll be a lot easier.
Yeah. I said to Amanda that night, I said, well, luckily we made every possible mistake you could possibly make. And it's all good now because we already got through that horribleness.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm just really excited for Thanksgiving. You're going to be here for Thanksgiving?
I think I'm going to be here for it all. I don't see myself going back to Florida.
Okay, well, I think that we could have like a cute Thanksgiving moment. So that'll be good.
Yeah. So I'm not a Christmas girl. I think we've covered this before, but I did buy something Christmassy today.
Oh my gosh. What did you get?
Well, it does have to do with the Grinch. So that's my
Amanda
Christmas
loves
thing.
The Grinch.
But I bought these like little like boxery like brief type shorts that have like a cartoon version of Max and Cindy Lou.
Oh,
they're so cute.
That's cute.
It's so cute. It made me excited. Yeah, me and T went like shopping a little bit earlier. We went to Aerie, which like honestly has like pretty great stuff, and they had a lot of sales going on.
Yeah, I feel like they always
have
sales,
so it's like that really nice like comfy like quality stuff, and I'm excited.
Oh my god,
it.
that's really exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting a little depressed that we're getting to the point because I just love it, and like
You're depressed that we're getting to the point of what?
I know. I just did that thing where I say 5 thoughts at once without finishing one sentence. But like, just like what I was saying before, I was wrapping back to that of like, I'm just feeling sad that we're getting through all these landmark moments of my favorite part of the time
I know.
of year.
I said to Taylor today, I was like, do you believe that we're almost in 2025?
I know.
Like, we're really close, and I don't think anyone has like mentioned it. Like, you know, around November you start seeing people be like, oh my god, the year's almost over.
I just think we like can't think about it anymore. Like, I just feel like we're at a point where it's like we can't think about what next year we're going to be at because we all feel like we're in 2019.
Yeah, 2020 really created like a weird time loop, time warp.
Very weird.
Yeah.
Well, it's almost like when something traumatic happens to you, it's like I can think of my life like, oh, I know when that happened because it's either before or after my mom passed away, or like before or after me and Ian started dating, and then it's like COVID was like the universal that. Mm-hmm. So it's like we all are just like
collectively.
Can you believe it's been blank years since COVID?
Yeah.
And it's like, no, I can't believe, but also I can, because but what, like, so I saw you were saying like the way the months should go.
Oh my god. Okay, I saw this thing on Instagram today.
As we're talking about the years.
Yes.
Wrapping up.
Oh my god, great segue, Cal.
I know.
Let me pull it up so I can read it word for word.
Okay, yeah. We love an accurate queen. Take your time.
Realizing that if we had 13 months instead of 12, every month would be exactly 28 days. The first would always be a Monday, and the 28th would always be a Sunday. Every month would have exactly 4 weeks instead of 4.257, and we would properly align ourselves with the cycle of the moon. Who did that? Who did that? That's so perfect and obviously the way it should be.
Yeah.
Who made us have 12 months? I need to write a letter to them.
I don't know. Look that up. Google who decided.
I don't know if I'll even be able to figure that out.
Well, we'll see if you can. I don't know, because it's like, it's just like, and also all these things like, you know, like the 5-day work week, and like, I mean, I don't know how far back calendars in the 12 months and the dates go, because I know like Mayan calendars, and like there's like ancient tribes and ancient peoples that would use calendars in their own way, but it's definitely not the way the calendar is now. And the calendar is pretty universal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It says that it was created through a series of innovations by multiple civilizations, including the Babylonians, the Romans, and the Persians. And then this person, Numa Pompilius, the second king of Rome, divided the year into 12 lunar months. He added January and February to the calendar and moved February between January and March in 452 BC.
What the hell? So all these people came together to have this calendar, and then this man came in and
then I guess Julius Caesar in 46 BC introduced the Julian calendar, which was based on a solar year and had a leap year every 4 years.
So that's like what
it was more accurate than the previous Roman calendar, and it aligned the seasons.
What are they trying? This is so weird. And what are they trying to make accurate, and where are they aligning the seasons? Because December is winter for us, which feels right, but it's not in South America.
Wait. The Persians were among the first cultures to use a solar calendar. Their calendar was based on solar observations and had 12 months of 30 days each. A 13th month was added every 6 years to keep the calendar in sync with the seasons. How do you just add a month every 6 years?
That's crazy.
So weird.
That is so weird.
That's so weird.
Okay, well, that's interesting.
I guess many people decided on this.
Many people contributed, but we don't really have a final answer of how. Because is this a solar calendar? What even is our calendar called? I'm kind of tripping out on the fact that the calendar is universal. Like everywhere. Like other countries use the same calendar. That for some reason that's really hard for me to understand right now.
That's pretty easy for me to understand. It's hard for me to understand that so many different cultures collabed when they had like no form of communication.
Yeah, that is true. It's all very interesting, the calendar and the seasons. Yeah, I agree with that. And I feel like you also had a theory about like when the season should be too. No?
No, I just thought the new year should be in the spring.
Yes, that is another thing.
Yeah.
So Amanda's going to rewrite. You're
oh my God.
like Julius Caesar, and you're going to rewrite the calendar, and one day people are going to be like, how the fuck do we end up with this weird ass thing that only
when they Google it, it'll come up with Amanda Katz.
Amanda Katz, star of the Intellectual Airheads Podcast.
I told you guys I'm intellectual. It's in the name. I know how to make the calendar.
Yeah, you literally know. Oh my goodness. Well, I had less Halloween extravaganzas as you, but on Friday night when Amanda was at her silent disco at work, I went to my friend's Halloween party, and it was so funny because I never had met his roommates before, and they were all really nice, cool peoples. But they all were kind of more goth. They were talking about, I feel like using goth is millennial, but they were they all love horror films, and their costumes were just a lot more darker, and it was just it was matching the spooky vibes of the Halloween party, you know? And then later in that night, nobody was there, and it was just me, and I was like, wait, I feel like you guys and they started talking about their coven. And cool. I was I feel like you guys pretended this was a Halloween party, invited me, had everybody leave while I was still here, literally just to introduce me into your coven. And that I felt it so strongly.
Because everyone left besides a few people.
No, it was just the people that lived there and me.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And so I was I feel like this was a trick. And it was interesting. We did tarot. I didn't really feel that connected to it. It's fine. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes you just don't know what it could be saying, and maybe it is,
Wait, I remember you telling me about going to Flynn's party, and you were like, I don't have to go for that long, and you were literally the last person there. You were planning on not going. You were only going to go for an hour.
Well, that's how it always goes.
And you were the last one there.
And I wasn't going to drink. And did you see my video of him doing... Those those blood syringe shots. Surprisingly, I don't think I've ever had one before. That's just something Jello shots alone. I just am never.
I am a big thumbs down on Jello shot. No, I'm big thumbs down on Jello shots. When I take a shot, I need that shit out of my mouth in as fast as possible. And Jello, I'm like.
Yeah, it's exactly. That's always my fear. I'm that's gonna be stuck in my mouth for way too long than I'm comfortable with, and I don't want it.
Yeah.
But just doing exactly what I say I do sometimes, stepping into that entertainer. It's there wasn't that many people there. I was trying, so I was okay, let's do the blood syringe shot. And also I really did at that point want to do it because I was I've never done it. Oh, I was dressed as a vampire also, by the way. So I was perfect. We'll make a TikTok of you doing the syringe into my mouth. And it was so funny because I didn't know he was going to say, he's like, are you ready for your injection? Squirts.
Oh my God, it was really fast. I would have probably thrown up if I was you.
I know. And that's what they were all oh my God, are you okay? That was straight to the back of the throat. And it was what we were saying though. I said that was the way I needed it to go down.
Yeah.
I just needed it to already basically be in my stomach before I was even done with the fucking
that's
shot.
kind of grossing me out.
I'm sorry, but that's how it was. And yeah, so I don't even know why I got on that, but that was really funny, and that was my first time. And I'm just not and it was all vodka, and already that right there. Another thing about me is vodka has been out the window since 2015. I cannot even bear to have a sip of something with vodka.
She's a tequila shoddy.
Yeah, I like tequila and White Claws. Well, seltzers in general.
Yeah.
But there was something I was wanting to say about. Fuck.
Did you see any? Was there a favorite costume that you saw throughout this Halloween?
There was, and I forget. I feel like
Do you want me to tell you mine?
You tell me yours.
When I went to that prom, that no one actually followed the theme, which was kind of fun because I'm everyone just do your thing, a theme sounds cool, but when it's Halloween, it's everyone just dress up. These two girls were dressed up as a blueberry and a strawberry, and I was like, oh, cute. And the only thing that kind of sucks is you had to explain the costume. Yeah. They were holding blow up guitars, so they were strawberry and blueberry jam. And and then together they were a jam band, which I thought was really, really, really cute. And then I saw at the silent disco, there was this girl that walked in, and I was like, oh, are you a little like rave babe? Because she like had like a really cute like outfit on and like those like sparkly jewels in her face, and just like she was rainbow fish and had rainbow fish earrings. It was so cute. So those were both like you kind of had to like explain them. Yeah. But I just thought they were such like cute concepts and like so cool.
Yeah, I really like those kinds of costumes like that. I feel like I sent you one, and again, you guys can't look at my phone. That I really liked, but one thing that I'm really more upset that I didn't do is I'm really, really upset I didn't dress up as Envy from Inside Out.
Oh my god, I could have given you my green.
I know. She's a little bit like blue, a little bit bluer. I would have to mix maybe colors because she's not fully green. I have slight color blindness, not to say that and be ableist because I don't actually have color blindness, but like I see colors differently than other people. I will think on that because I feel like I sent you one. There was one I sent you that Sims one. I want you to be a Sim. Yeah, I think that would be perfect for you. I loved the Sims, and that would be something you could like do for work. That wouldn't be like a big deal, and people would love it. I feel like you'd get extra tips. Yeah, by having that costume on.
But I also feel like if you're not our age, you might not know about the Sims. You think people older than us like know about the Sims?
Oh yeah, I think Sims is like a thing. I
freaking loved it. I would love to play The Sims right now, honestly.
But back to my Halloween party that I was at. So it wasn't like a big party, but we played Cards Against Humanity. And I'm so sorry to be the person. I hate that game.
Oh, I love it.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
When was the last time you played?
A while ago, but I still loved it.
I hate that game. I don't find anything in that game funny at all. Everything is setting up to be like pedophile, racist, sexist, homophobic, fatphobic, like classes. Every single thing about it is like so boring, not funny, boomer jokes.
Okay.
And I just can't stand it. And it's so frustrating because you know that, like, I'm very sensitive when it comes to things like this. Unfortunately, I can't take a joke. And, like, it's not like I think other people are always the problem. Like, I will be like, this is a me problem in this moment when people are just trying to have fun at a Halloween party playing Cards Against Humanity. Like, you shouldn't be getting so, like, this isn't funny. It doesn't bother me anymore. Like, I can play and it doesn't bother me. It just sucks because I don't laugh at all. I'm flipping over my cards. I don't laugh at all. And it's awkward. And I hate it.
Yeah, I feel like in situations like that, I almost like uncomfortable laugh. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, I don't even know. It was funny though because B.
Do you have any examples?
No, not really. Like the one that I did, it was like saying like you, after winning your 5 Grammys or something, you're thinking, I can't remember what it was, but basically B was there playing and it was saying that like my inspiration for this song was blank and she put down white privilege and that was the card that won because everything else was like I couldn't even tell you. It was like dick fingers or something stupid. That's what I'm saying. Like it's all just weird and not funny to me. But the thing that I wanted to really say about it was we were playing and one of the cards you could answer was Miley Cyrus at 55 years old. And I don't know why I had a visceral internal reaction to the thought of Miley Cyrus at 55 years old.
Yeah, that's like taking me a second to picture.
It makes me feel like I'm having an out-of-body experience. It makes my skin crawl. But I think that that's all my fear of aging in general. And it's like, if she's 55, we're 53.
I mean, I think she's gonna just keep growing and getting better. Like, she didn't peak. Like, I think she's just gonna be awesome.
Well, I'm not, like, scared of, like, her career at 55. I'm just more so freaked out at the image of her at 55. Yeah. Like, seeing her aged. I think she's definitely someone that will age gracefully. 100%. I don't see her getting a bunch of
Oh, my God. Speaking of aging gracefully, if you want me to toot my own horn.
We need more role models that age gracefully.
If you want me to toot my own horn really quick.
Yeah, please do.
Last week, I'm going up to a table. They're like, are you even old enough to be working? Like, do you think I'm 14? I would say
thank you.
I was like, yeah, I'm actually 28. Isn't that to question if
How old were they?
Old enough? Like, one was like a mom and then she was with like her daughters that were like not that old.
Weird.
I mean, kind of older.
I could see if it was like grandpa vibe.
No. And then yesterday or the day before that, I'm telling one of my customers that I like love A Corpse Survivor. And they're like, are you even old enough to drink?
So what is A Corpse Survivor?
It's like gin, Lillet Blanc, green chartreuse. Yeah, it's really good.
Bananas.
It's so good. Absinthe
Oh my
mist.
God. And who said that to you?
Like a table was like, are you don't even seem old enough to drink. And I'm I'm literally pushing 30.
Literally 30. Okay, see, we just need to relax.
Yeah, I mean, I'm relaxed.
You're relaxed. She's a lot more relaxed than me.
But I do want Botox in my forehead. Oops.
Yeah.
Sorry. I just got a lot of sun exposure as a kid, and I'm behind the 8 ball to everyone else who wore sunscreen. Recording. Oh my! You're not gonna do this every time, Cal. Okay, go get up.
I might. Okay, we're good. I might have to do it every time. Yeah, I think that the Florida government actually should pay for our Botox because it's like that's part of like the Florida experience, and honestly it should be included in Florida Blue health insurance.
Yeah, I think it should be included in the Florida health insurance. I agree. I will vote on that.
Vote yes. Botox.
Because I know for a fact I got sunburned so much more than all you bitches in Minnesota, like, or some other cold place.
First of all, like, I mean, just living in Colorado, you have like, well, the sun here is really intense. We will give that to you.
It is intense in like a heat way, but the UV isn't as high.
Yes, and you're also not like, your skin's not exposed year round like it is in Florida.
Yeah.
So yeah, our lives were harder than yours.
No, and like, not to call out my parents, but they weren't like, lather this bitch in 50 plus sunscreen. They were like, you should get tan.
Yeah, I think that was a big difference because I have memories of getting lathered with sunscreen.
Yeah.
And I hated it. I don't know why it felt like an abusive situation. I'm not going to lie. Yeah. Like, it felt very much, but it was also just me. Like, why was I like trying to run away? You need to put the sunscreen on.
Yeah.
And I can remember that. And like, obviously I'm very fair skinned. Amanda has like a lot more of like tanness and melanin in her in her skin cells, unlike me. That's even how that works. I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm doing really well at
do you want me to
Yeah, I've been doing really well.
Yeah, you did do really well.
Because I was like studying it like a test. I was like, because I didn't like me looking at the phone so much. It's like, girl. It's just like, you know, when you have a phone, I don't know if everybody has this issue, but I know a lot of you bitches have this issue. When I have a phone, I have to look at it. Like, I have to like, even when it was just like, I'm looking at the same thing. It's like, I'm just like, I don't know. I just pick it up and look at it. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I don't need to look at that. And then I will see a phone and I'll be like, oh yeah, I don't need to do that.
Impulse control.
Yeah, another one of those.
What is proud and independent?
Oh, that was basically
Miss Independent.
Yeah, that's me. I'm proud and independent, on my own out here in these streets. No, that was basically my whole spiel I wanted to give on how I'm so proud of us for being independent bitches.
Aww.
Working on this pod day and night, blood, sweat, and tears. Actually, I don't think I cried over the podcast.
Taylor actually like pointed it out the other day because she's like, you've been working a lot recently, and like not only like at your job but like with the podcast, because like on my days off I do come here and put in work.
She's a hustler, baby.
She's a hustler, baby.
But yeah, it's just, and it's also fun though. I really don't think, because I cry over everything. I don't think I've cried over the podcast yet, which is just amazing.
That is hilarious.
I mean, I was close when Amanda was trying to switch studios, but we won't get into that on air. I love saying on air. Like, we're on air right now. And, you know, back to the content creating, like, I think that, like, it's okay that it's not perfect. And I feel like it's almost going to be my brand of just kind of, like, not having the best TikToks, but it kind of makes it funnier when they're not perfect. And I'm not trying to go for like a aesthetic that's like portraying this perfectness. I much more would rather it be like,
she's
this
authentic.
Is like funny and like silly and like, oh my God, it's so embarrassing. Like my infamous dog walking TikTok that'll never drop. I should put it to my account.
You honestly like really love that.
I love it. I think it's hilarious. I think it fully encapsulates who I am as a person. I feel like if you could be like, this is my friend Kelly, they can meet me and they'd be like, I got everything I needed to know from that TikTok.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Yeah, I tried to do a get ready with me.
You did good.
I think it did good. I have another one that's in the docket that I'm going to post now.
She's got another one.
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned something on, what were you going to say?
Well, basically what I was going to say was just that I tweeted the other day and I said, why, because it goes back to me saying on air, why couldn't I just be a radio host? I feel like the radio host, then you don't have to make content. You're just on the radio station. And I always say on air.
I think, I know it's like an annoying thing, but I think you like making content a little bit more than you say. You enjoy it a little bit.
I know, but it makes me so mad.
It is aggravating. But it's aggravating for, I think, a lot of people.
Well, I think that I went in deep about this on the podcast in a later episode. So if you don't know, maybe go back. Don't know what episode, but you can find it. Where like I used to have a really unhealthy relationship with like my not it wasn't content creating because it was just for my personal Instagram, but like it was more when I was care so much about like the perfectness rather than just like, that's why I love my close friends because I don't have any stress there.
It like gives you anxiety to post stuff like about being like perceived wrong.
Yes.
Is that what it is?
Yes. But TikTok is different because I just feel like we've talked about this too. About how we
void.
just feel like TikTok is going out to the void where like when I post on my Instagram story and I see people from high school that like, okay, I didn't even see you at the high school reunion. Like I really haven't seen you in so long. Like it just freaks me out.
Okay.
Anyways, moving on. What were you going to say?
Oh, it was like part of my little get ready with me. I did like a little like spiel in it about how I want to find a name. So, you know, we have spring cleaning and it's like, it kind of makes sense. You know, you're like out with the olds and with the new, we're getting rid of the old stuff. I feel like I have been like the other day, the day I recorded that Get Ready With Me, I like cleaned a lot and did like just like a deeper clean than I would normally do. I had the intention of wiping down the baseboards, didn't actually do that, but you know, the intent, like stuff like that, because I think like I'm trying to create my space into like a cozy hibernation environment.
Oh my God,
almost
like
I'm nesting, but like instead of for a baby, it's like for myself. And
I'm baby.
And because I just like, I know I'm about to be spending a lot of time in here with you and I want to make it a vibe for me to like cozy up, and it just felt really good. And I think we need a word for it that's not nesting, because that's like when you're having a baby, and not spring
like
cleaning.
The fall cleaning instead
yeah,
of
like
spring
fall cleaning or winter cleaning, because I feel like the hibernation happens more in the winter, and I feel like we're kind of getting to the butt end of fall, so it kind of feels like it's more of like a winter thing.
I'll think on it. If you guys don't know, I'm really good at thinking of names.
But yeah, I really enjoyed that.
Well, you were killing me because you sent me that thing. Did you see my response to that? You sent me that thing and it was like fall rituals, which were honestly all amazing and like weirdly coincidentally a thing in my home already. Mm-hmm. But the ofrenda was killing me.
But it was killing you because you were like pissed that they weren't calling it that?
Yes.
Okay, but don't you think that like
you could call it a fall, what was it called? A fall altar.
Yeah.
In parentheses, ideas and credits to an ofrenda from the Dias de los Muertos.
But like, what if they actually have no clue about Dias de los Muertos and they're just like putting that up there?
I just think that idea came from Dias de los Muertos no matter what.
100%.
And like, they might not know, but that's part of the problem, is because if we're going to be like, I don't think there would be a problem. We could phone and be. I don't think there would be a problem with me setting up an ofrenda in my home, even though I'm not Latina, not Hispanic. That's not what I was raised on.
But do you think it's like taking their word, and it might almost be better if they called it something else because they don't have any like... That's
a good point. I just am always like so nervous of people's culture being appropriated and lost through it.
Yeah.
But it depends on who you ask. And look at us, we're two white bitches, so what do we know?
Yeah. I mean, it's good that we're like thinking of those kind of things, but I just don't think like you immediately go to like they're ripping off like this other culture, where I think it's almost like it would be worse if they were like faking acting like they knew what they were doing, and like maybe they had this idea and they have no knowledge of that, and then if they like just threw it up there.
I think that you have a good point that maybe I just shouldn't get mad right away.
Yeah.
It shouldn't. But that's, again, like part of my problem, but not my problem. Like literally while we're playing Cards Against Humanity, B is a freaking angel on this earth. She is one of the smartest.
She is a saint.
People I know. She's like a triple threat, a quadruple sextuplet threat. She is just everything. And we're literally playing Cards Against Humanity and she's like, don't hate me. Don't hate me. She's literally apologizing. And I was like, honestly though, seeing you be like that makes me feel like maybe I should ease up a little.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments if you think I'm too sensitive and it's annoying. Let us know something in the comments.
I was like, I don't know if you want to know that, though.
Let us know something in the comments.
Just please comment. Interact.
Mm-hmm. Especially if you're Amanda's friend. Did you? I texted you that. Okay, what else?
You're so rude. My friends are great. Just because you don't comment on my YouTube doesn't mean don't think I'm important, okay?
See, my friends are trained and equipped.
Your friends are like scared of you. Like, if I don't do this, she's going to think I'm a bad friend. I have to do this right now. I'm like, no pressure, guys. Like, tune in if you want. And you're like, if you don't, you're not a real friend.
No, and I'm dead ass.
Okay, but honestly, it's working. So I guess keep whipping them into shape.
Works. Bullying works.
It's so
that
funny.
Is really funny. Did we have anything else, or we discussed all our talking points of the?
You had emojis cringe ? And then everything else we've talked about.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Speaking of leaving comments, and bullying, I seriously need you guys to leave comments because, especially if you're more of our Gen Z audience, I love emojis, and I don't think that like getting this feedback, it would like change my use of emojis because I love it, but it would just let me know again how people are perceiving me maybe.
Oh my God.
So the question is, are emojis cringe?
No.
You feel no. But you don't even use emojis that much.
I don't because there's too many options and it's annoying.
Okay.
And I definitely do like millennial emojis. Like I use the red heart like always. And it's like that's so boomer and millennial, like the red heart. But it's like I don't even try to like find I feel like a lot of people's aesthetic is the white heart, which I think is cute. But it's just not me. And like the pink one's like kind of cute, I guess. But like I don't know. Some people are so
you should use
good.
The black one.
Yeah, I should.
I can't get.
Some people are so good at emoji usage though, and I give them props.
I agree.
I always just add a twinkle, and then I think it looks cute.
Well, yeah, a twinkle is really all you need sometimes. I'm definitely going to fix this next time because my arms cannot be comfortable. They're too long for this space. You know who my favorite emoji user is?
No.
You don't know? I'm telepathy.
Paris?
No. Grammy.
Oh, you don't even like her emoji.
No, I love her emojis, but she does always use the American flag emoji, which is fine. You know, I'm an American. I'm proud to be an American. That's okay.
Are you?
But yes, we've had this conversation before where I told you I love America.
We'll see on Tuesday if I'm proud to be an American.
Ugh, that part. I'm staring.
I'll be proud. I will be proud to be an American.
I actually would feel like now that you're saying that I actually would feel so proud.
So proud.
I would.
And I would feel the complete opposite if it goes the other way. So
God, it's really horrifying. It's really, really horrifying. And I really don't know what direction this will take. I don't know how we won't talk about it. And even I don't know. It's fine.
I said the other night that I am going to have to get drunk because if I get high and he wins, I think I'll have a panic attack.
I know, but I think that I'll get so mad because you know me, sometimes when I drink, I can get so mad.
Yeah.
I think that would happen and it would be like crazy. I think I'd be like screaming at all my Instagram
God, I can almost
followers.
start like crying right now, like thinking about if that happened. Like I would like actually like I have like goosebumps like all over my body right now, but like I would start throwing shit, and that is like
that's not your personality.
In my personality.
That's not your personality.
But like if I look at that fucking screen and see that, like things will get thrown at the TV, I think. And I'll try and have it be a stuffed animal or something, but like
I know, and I saw this thing which is really crazy because the first election that I was really ever aware of was Bush and Kerry. maybe. And then like Obama came in, and then obviously when I was able to vote, it was Hillary and Trump. But before I was aware of things, I guess Reagan won by so much. Every single state, I don't also, maybe this was Photoshop on Twitter, I don't know. Every single state was red except for like Minnesota or something really random. And the tweet was like, imagine you wake up Wednesday morning and this is what the results looked like. And I literally almost threw up just on the topic of what you're saying, seeing every single thing red. Because my friend B, who I keep talking about, this is the B shout out episode clearly, is having an election watch night party. And to make it even more stressful, I guess, she started like this little betting thing. So she gave us all like a piece of paper that had all the states printed on it, and then like the electoral college, like 270 to win kind of layout. And we filled it in to make our predictions, and we're all like putting down like $5 or something.
Oh, wait,
and
that's kind of fun.
Yeah, and whoever's like the closest ends up like winning the whole like pool or whatever. That's the word, right? Pool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I don't remember where I was going with this, but
that's kind of fun.
I was gonna do everything blue just to manifest, and then I was looking at some of the states, and it was just like it literally felt wrong internally to color in like Alabama blue. I was like, this just isn't gonna work. Mm-hmm. But I still had Kamala winning by a long shot. Like normally they're so close. Like you need 270 win. I think I had her at like 351 or something. Yeah. Like
no, the other day at work, me and my coworker were talking about it, and she was like, "Let's just like look up what the polls are at right now." It was 1% apart.
I know,
1%. Like, it's like you can't even give me 2 or 3. 1% difference.
And I'm just telling myself that those are all like kind of fake just to keep us suspended. I know that sounds insane.
No, I mean that's probably.
But
true,
I
honestly.
really feel like sometimes they're just like not accurate, or it's like just to keep us in suspension, because I don't understand, you guys. So
I know I Taylor like today, because she asked me, we were filling out our like voter thing, and she was like, when do we find out? And I was like, Tuesday. And she was like, that just made my stomach drop. Like it's so close.
It makes me sick.
It's so crazy.
On a lighter note, Frank the kitty is doing so much better. I don't know if we talked about how he was staying in this little tent thing, but he started to break out of it, which told us that he is not needing that anymore. And he's doing a lot better. And it's really looking like Amanda might not be taking Frank.
Yeah, there needs to be one more conversation had, but someone does not want Frank in my home.
So if anyone watching wants Frank, reach out, because he's really getting to a point where he's so much better. He's so happy. He's really coming into himself. And I want whoever gets to have Frank to experience all of the time they can with him. And yeah, it's just... Everything is so sad right now. I feel so sad right now.
Because he just like feels like my cat already.
I know.
Like it's just like weird. When I was thinking about someone else like having him, I was
it's
like,
not okay.
That's weird that you have my cat.
So if you do take Frank, Amanda's gonna hate you. So that's gonna come with that.
No, I'll be happy he has a good home. But I just was thinking about him growing and like seeing him like get bigger the other day, and I was like, that's so cute. And
I had a dream last night. I have really quick things to say.
Okay, go for it.
I had a dream last night. Frank was grown, not a full-size cat, but maybe like 4 months old. And her tail was so fluffy and beautiful. And like thinking back to the cat I was looking at, looked so much like Tyra.
Yeah.
Oh, Frank deserves you.
I know. It might honestly be creepy if they look a lot alike.
You're like gonna be like, which one's which? Who's who? They're twitching.
Oh my god, I would never not be able to tell that Tyra's Tyra, but
I don't think that Frank's gonna have like a crazy personality. Like Nori as a kitten was way crazier.
Yeah.
But I think he's still coming out of his shell. So the other thing is my mom was in my dream last night.
Aww.
Which you guys like never happens, and it's really fucking annoying. Oh my god, a lot is coming back to me right now.
Of your dreams last night?
Yes, because she said something about the podcast.
Aww.
So like my thing is like I've done like a lot of things to connect with my mom in the spiritual realm, and like I know that it's like my thoughts popping up, but I think that it's her manifesting the thoughts popping up. Like I know that it's my thoughts, but I think that the only reason why I'm thinking them in that moment is because that's what she wants me to be thinking. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So that's kind of how I feel when I was thinking about the dream this morning too, was like, I've just been obsessed and so feeling so proud. But it was just crazy because whenever I connect with my mom, I expect her to talk about the social work stuff. And so it was just different this time. And it was about the podcast. And she was, oh my God, this is like going to make me emotional. Because she was just saying, like, talking about you, because I feel like I've also been feeling really strongly about being so happy. Look at me crying on the pod. Well, being so happy about doing this with you, and like my mom knows you. My mom doesn't know like any of my friends because she passed when I was so young, and like the fact that she knows you is just so, it's just so emotional.
I feel like she would be like such like our hype girl too. Like she would be so supportive and just like so. I would just love to see the things she says.
I know, and that's why we love you, Tish, our number one fan.
Yeah, thanks, Mom.
I'm like, Amanda sent me everything she sends you, even though it makes me cry.
No, because our moms like are kind of similar
Very
too,
similar,
where it's like the stuff my
so
mom
excited.
says like would like be similar to what your mom would be saying.
Like I just feel like both our moms would like. Honestly, really similar to how we are too.
Yeah.
The excitement over the littlest things.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's like that's like probably the number one thing I miss the most about her is like, just like how excited she would get over literally nothing. If she could see my life now, she would be like, I don't think she could even handle it. Like, I don't think she would even be able to handle it. She would love it so much.
Oh,
So
she's so
shout out to our moms.
Shout out to our moms.
Do that. I love you.
That felt cringe.
No, it's cute. Ian's family. Well, I don't think it's cringe because Grammy and Poppy would do it all the time.
Okay, that's cute. That's cute. I've never done that before.
I know, me neither. I never did that. And then like we would be like leaving. So Ian's grandparents are the cutest. Like they are just like that fairy tale grandparent story. Like, oh, just love. And R.I.P. Poppy, he's passed away quite a few years now, and we miss him dearly. But when he was still alive, we would go and visit Ian's grandparents, and when we would leave, we'd be pulling out of their driveway, and they'd be out in the driveway. I feel like you had to have experienced before, and they'd be waving by like this.
Oh my God, that's so
with the
cute.
I love you fingers.
That's so cute.
And it's so sad because like now Grammy's living at Ian's parents' house, but like when she was still at the house, then like I'd go visit her, and then I'd be pulling out, and she'd be out there alone doing it.
Oh my God, Kelly, why is the ending of this episode we get so sad? And I've been like feeling really emotional today too, and yesterday that I'm like, oh my God. I literally started crying to the Ariana Grande like TikTok this morning of her being like casted as Glinda, because it's like she's wanted it for so long. And like I've said this before, like I cry so much more over like happy tears, like when I see someone like getting what they deserve and what they want, and like good people being appreciative for like little things. Like I just cry. And like sad stuff does not make me cry very easily. But like,
did you see what I responded to that TikTok when you sent it to me?
I don't know. What'd you say?
Because it was like one of those TikToks of like Ariana like in all those different interviews talking about how she just wants to be Glinda and how much it means to her, and then like her getting the role. And I responded and I said, people are going to make edits of this for me when I meet Paris Hilton.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Honestly, that would be so amazing.
Everyone's going to make fan edits of me talking about Paris Hilton.
That's so cute.
And then me like meeting her, because I probably will sob my eyes out, which is so embarrassing. But it's more like she just represents so much to me that brings up a lot of emotions, because it's like, it's a lot of emotional things that she represents to me that I just don't see how I wouldn't. I would be like those people that saw Michael Jackson and they were like, oh, and sobbing.
Yeah. I'm not someone that gets starstruck. And when I saw A$AP Rocky, immediately tears came to my eyes.
True. I
like
forgot.
Immediately. Like it's just like there's certain people, and it's like I can think about super.
But he is so
famous.
gorgeous. Your eyes were like, oh,
I couldn't breathe. I literally couldn't breathe.
Gorgeous.
It's so weird seeing. It's like seeing like a statue like of move in real life.
And that's Rihanna's baby daddy.
I know. I wouldn't be able to like. You see so many of those videos where she's just like staring at him like with those like eyes like I'm gonna eat you.
Yes.
It's like how could you not when he looks like
and
that?
how could he not? Ugh, they're so perfect.
It's honestly
never break up, and A$AP don't cheat on her. Please don't do it.
No, that relationship is like my Roman Empire. Like
that relationship was like when Kim and Kanye got together.
Yes, for you it was Kim and Kanye, 100%. And me, it was like A$AP and Rihanna. That's honestly really cool that like our faves ended up getting together like that. That was everything.
The
to
Kim
me.
and Kanye was because I was so obsessed with the Kardashians and Kanye West so separately. Like, I remember specifically when Kanye was on the episode of Keeping Up with Kardashians when they went shopping, and it was obvious that he was in love with her, and it was like this whole thing. When they got together, I really felt like it was all me.
Yeah.
It was all me. It was insane. I felt so like, oh God. I was like, yes, I am Kelly Kardashian. Thank you.
No, that was really crazy, though, because you were so obsessed.
And look how that panned out.
I know. I'm still bummed about it.
I'm just bummed by Kanye West in general. Like, I just want, you just need to be okay. I just want you to be okay, friend. Kanye, if you're watching.
Well, it just sucks that I feel like there was like a time when like him and Kim were together that like if he maybe made a few other decisions, it would have been okay. But now he seems too far gone.
Yeah, I think.
And there's like no going back on it at this point.
And I think there's a lot to the Kardashian experience that's probably not mentally healthy in any way.
Yeah.
And so I think with him having this persona of always presenting as no one can put me in a box, no one can tell me what to do, and then become part of the essentially royal family of America, where it's like you have to follow these and you have to be like this.
He was never going to react well with that.
Never going to work out. But they were falling in line to him for a while. Like he came in and he gave them all a rebrand. He changed all about how the way the Kardashians presented. It was kind of wild. And then I think it just got to a point where it was all too fucked up. And you know what? I just hope the kids are okay.
Do you have any feelings about Channing Tatum and Zoe Kravitz?
Not really. Like, obviously it's sad because you never, like, I just feel bad when heartbreak happens.
Yeah.
But I just feel like
engaged.
I know. So I feel like it's sad, but I just feel like good for them for calling off the engagement instead of getting married and being miserable for the rest of their lives.
For sure. Always.
That's kind of how I feel.
Always. They like worked on that movie together, and I just wonder.
I know, that was recent.
If that like ruined the relationship.
I don't know, because that was so recent, that movie, right? I don't even know what the movie is. I don't really pay attention to either of them, I'm not gonna lie.